What's your favorite scene in the movie?
Oh, I like the vampire scene.
Yeah.
And I love the scene where just Ron Perlman and Dominic Monaghan are chatting, and Ron's saying, or Father Duffy is saying, "Oh, I paid to be alone with you," you know. And it's just this very silly moment.
It is.
But it's just the sound design by Graham Resnick and the score by Jeff Grace. It just all comes together and just with the right atmosphere. So just seeing those guys together. But I love the vampire scene. You know, it makes me laugh. And some of the beach stuff I think is just hilarious as well. And I'm very proud of the end of the movie with some of the more technical special effects were done.
Yeah, because you said it was shot on a really low budget.
Yeah,
and that looked really good.
Yeah, that's a New York company called Spontaneous, and they do a lot of visual effects for television commercials. And I know one of the producers over there, Bryce. He's a good friend.
Okay.
And brought the project to Bryce, and they enjoyed what I was trying to do, and they just came in and sort of really became, sort of just a passion for them to do for the love of like the genre, you know. So
yeah, that's awesome.
It's great. So and so there's lots of bits, you know, that I'm very fond of. You know, it was a real trial by fire making your first feature film. You know?
I bet, dude.
So
I can only imagine.
Yeah. So. No, I'm very proud of it. You know, I'm very happy that it's getting out there, and IFC and Anchor Bay have bought it, and it's going to get out there and find an audience. You know, it's crazy process.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What are some of some experiences you had while shooting the movie that just kind of stick out, just some good times that you and the cast all had and stuff? Some of those moments.
The cemetery stuff at night was cool because that was the first time Dom came on board, and very quickly himself and Larry found their characters and their rapport together. So just having a laugh with those guys on set. Some of the hairier moments were probably on the beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was actually quite hot. So we had giant sulks, you know, diffusing the light to give it an overcast look that you might find somewhere in the British Isles. And it was a tough 4-day shoot just to get all of that down.
It must have been hell for the guy in costume.
Yeah, you know, and he's a trooper, and it's some great photographs of him.
I saw one of them on the website that you guys have.
Yeah.
Very
James
cool.
with the umbrella, just walking around and drinking like a Pepsi with a straw. You know, this is this crazy waterlogged zombie chilling out on the beach. You know, you know, all of it. I mean, working with Perlman was a huge honor. You know, been a fan for a very long time.
I'm a huge fan of him as well.
Yeah,
so.
and I love his history. He's just done absolutely everything. He's done some theatre, television, and film, and he just really knows his stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And he just came in extremely prepared. It was just an honor to work with him, and Dom, everybody came in, and Angus Scrim, who I'm a huge fan of, from Phantasm, and actually had dinner with Angus and Don Coscarelli last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's the nicest guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I had to hide my geek fandom of his work, you know.
Yeah.
we had a great chat.
That's cool.
So yeah, just everybody. It's been pretty incredible, you know. I always wanted to be a filmmaker, but when I was growing up in Ireland, it was just a billion miles away. I never thought that you could go ahead and actually do it. Yeah. So
awesome.
It's just been a real thrill, and to be in LA and on the scene out here, and just meeting other filmmakers. It's been pretty cool. Yeah.
And you said you have another movie in the works.
Yeah, well, I mean, God, you know, it's not
right?
easy out there right now. I've been kicked to the curb a few times, but I'm still fighting. I'm hoping to get something off the ground in Ireland, but at the same time, I'm very eager to keep things rolling here in the States, you know, and basically I'm just writing a ton of stuff. I've written a sort of a sequel to I Saw the Dead. I mean, it's just really
that was my next question. I was going to ask if you had something in mind for that, because I mean, these two characters that you created. Yeah. I mean, it's like an Abbott and Costello.
Yeah. Thank you. That's that was sort of became the goal, especially when we're on set. You know, to just fucking chew scenery and go for that kind of older school comedy.
Yeah.
And it's all about the characters.
It is, and they're original characters too.
Yeah.
And that's what's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. I've written the Further Adventures of Grimes and Blake, and it's basically taking those guys and putting them into, a different scenario. It'd be much more of a 3-act structure,
Yeah.
and it would be like a big giant undead heist movie. So it's a lot of fun,
awesome.
a lot of different weird creatures and locations, and but I'm turning it into a comic book first. I'm working with Bram Ravel, who adapted the I Saw the Dead script into a comic, which will be coming out in August from Image Comics.
Nice. I'll have to pick that up.
Yeah, please do. So we're going to go ahead and work on the sequel in graphic book form, and hopefully raise enough interest to get some more funds to hit this world with a bigger budget.
Yeah. I can't imagine what you could do with a bigger budget.
Yeah, I mean, I would keep things simple enough, because I don't think, it's. I think there's the parts that really work very well about I Saw the Dead didn't need a ton of cash thrown at them.
Yeah.
Situation, so I would definitely keep that kind of world, because I think having somewhat of a guerrilla mentality with these guys is just really appropriate, and also just working with Larry Fessenden and just really learning every aspect of filmmaking, so it's
learn as you go.
Absolutely. So I'd be very keen to have
you get better and better.
Yeah, absolutely, and to approach these guys again pretty much where I left off, which was the vampire scene, to sort of to go in and try to just create. I mean, I really would. The goal would be just to create a little masterpiece of a horror comedy, So that's. But again, it's all about these characters, and if Dominic and Larry weren't into it, then it wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But they're kind of intrigued right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
If you had a dream project. What is like your dream movie project?
Oh shit! Yeah, I've got so many ideas of my own just that I'm juggling right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the idea would be just to keep rolling, and keep building on what it is I'm doing. I don't know. It's there's so many remakes being made.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's
crazy.
Just nice to see a fresh film like yours come out.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
It's like you can go enjoy it, and see nothing else out there like it.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah. Right? So just to be working towards original content, getting that out there. That's the dream.
So what if a studio came up to you, it's like, hey, we have a comic book movie we want you to direct?
Oh, I'll be all about it. Yeah. But to be honest with you, if they came up to me and said, we have a remake, I can't turn anything down right now, But I think some movies it makes good sense. I'd love to see a Race with the Devil remake, the Peter Fonda, Warren Oates movie. I think it's time to have another devil worshipping road movie with a Winnebago,
Yeah.
But as far as comic books, I think they still haven't made a Hellblazer
they
movie. They did Constantine, and they shifted it to L.A. Now, it's not a bad movie, but I mean, the comic book I love, and it's just a gritty East End of London. The Craze meets The Exorcist, I'd love to do that. with Ray Winston as an older John Constantine, I just set it in a smoky, nasty East End of London gangster club with demons. So yeah, that's what I want.
There you go.
Yeah. Can you sort that out?
Yeah. I'll put that on. We'll get the word going.
Excellent. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say to everybody about your movie, or?
Well, just thanks. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll be hearing from me again soon. So, cheers.
All right.
Thanks, man.